Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Now before you ask, no you're not seeing double, and yes, I am wearing two headsets on my head. So why, you might ask? Well, I recently just bought the Sony Platinum headset, and I'm gonna do a showdown on how they compare against the HyperX Alpha headset. So in today's video, I'm going to show you some key similarities between the two, and I'm also gonna show you some great differences that may help you decide if you want to purchase one or the other. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so that you can always stay up to date on my latest videos. Let's get right into it. You might have seen a previous video of mine where I talk about how much I like the HyperX Alphas. This is the pair that I started with before I ended up purchasing the Sony Platinum headset. First off, I want to say I really like the mids on this HyperX Alpha. The drivers are just super powerful in them. And you can just tell from the construction too that they're built for gaming. But what makes them really cool is that they're a good general gaming headset. So if you have like an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch, or especially a PC, what's cool about these is that they're a straight up wired connection, so that you don't have to worry about any connection, like wireless connection issues or anything. If you wanted to play these with not just your PlayStation 4, but other consoles and PCs as well, which is actually that's a really cool convenience factor with these. They're really comfortable. For me personally, so I have a smaller ear and my cheekbone comes out a little more, or my jaw. And for that jaw part, I noticed that it's kind of weird, but it kind of creates like a little bit of an air opening. And I found what that does is I find that I have to turn up the headset a little more to get like that really punchy mid setting, which is awesome for like Call of Duty, because you got to like really hear those footsteps and those explosions and stuff like that. And so because of that, I find that I'm constantly adjusting the headband length to try and get the ear cup on my ear just right so it creates a seal. Now, I don't know if this is an issue with a lot of people, and if you read reviews on it, and I'll leave a link in the description below for both these headsets. If you read the reviews, a lot of people are very happy with them. For each one. These ones in particular are known for just how comfortable the padding is and the seal and all that. So it could be a personal thing that I have, but I just wanted to put that out there and share that with you guys in case you end up finding that for yourself as well. Also, the mic quality is really good. The only thing though is that they recommend that you have the mic about 1 inch apart from your mouth. So you always have this mic that's right in front of your mouth, and I guess they do make it a little more convenient, because if you're playing like an RPG that's single player or something and you don't want the mic, you can just simply pop it out with this plug, and then it just deactivates the mic, and you can always just use it this way as a standalone audio gaming headset, which is really cool. So the way you use the HyperX, so it's a wired connection. So what you do is you simply plug it into the bottom of your DualShock 4 controller, and then that's how you get not just your audio, but also your microphone as well, which is really cool. So there's no like connection issues or any wireless like modules that you need to have, like some super high-end wireless headphones. So there's no more connections on the back of the console you need to worry about. It's just a straight connection to your controller. But one thing I noticed is that after a long gaming session, I appreciate the convenience of having my controller wireless. I'm not a fan of keeping it plugged in to the console all the time, because there's just so many wires that are at play and they get tangled, like my mic right now. And I just like having things wireless. Well, the downside of that is, see how this is wired? Well, since this is such a powerful headset, it's got to pull power from somewhere, and it's pulling power from the DualShock 4 controller. We know the battery life on the DualShock 4 controller is not the most incredible thing in the world. And we find that even just without anything plugged into it, you're constantly having to charge this thing all the time. I noticed that during the month of June, when this was filmed, that Sony came out with a huge sale for not just their gold headset, but also their higher up platinum headset. And what's really cool is that you can get the HyperX Alpha and the Sony Platinum headset for essentially the same price. And that changes a lot of things, because now, where I showed you before that the HyperX Alpha had to be always wired into the controller, this one is 100% wireless, and it's actually a really cool unit. So all it has is this little this Wi-Fi dongle, like transmitter, that you plug in. And since it's an official Sony headset, what's really cool, it's just seamless. As soon as you plug this in and you turn on your headset, you don't have to fumble in menus, setting menus, audio settings, anything like that, in order to establish the connection between the transmitter and the Sony Platinum headset. It connects instantly. And also, another cool thing I want to point out, I've been gaming on these for about 3 weeks now, and I have noticed zero connection issues, no lag or latency in the audio and compared to the picture. Everything is instantaneous. Everything sounds great. It's really incredible. And with the Sony Platinum headset, there's actually one additional feature that it comes with that the HyperX Alpha doesn't, other than just the convenience of being all wireless. And that is, it comes with a virtual surround sound mode for any gaming application that you play on your PlayStation 4, which is absolutely amazing, because when you turn that virtual surround sound on, it creates this like spatial audio experience that just, I can't use words to explain it until you actually turn it on. And it's just really cool, because yes, you know, on the HyperX Alpha, you can hear the footsteps around you, like in Call of Duty, and you can hear the cars around you, like in Gran Turismo or Crew 2, or Need for Speed Heat. But this adds an even deeper and wider spatial experience, almost like it's like you're sitting in a home theater, like 7.1 with like 7 speakers around you. Like you're sitting on a, you know, it's a full spatial experience. What's cool to go beyond that is that Sony actually makes games that have what's called 3D audio. And I know with the PlayStation 5, they're gonna want to come out with even more titles that have this 3D audio capability. And this is, now I'm kind of getting into the difference between the Sony Gold headset and the Platinum headset. And the reason why I made the upgrade to the Platinum is because it not only supports virtual surround sound for all gaming audio applications, but for those extra special ones that have that 3D audio, which is not just, the way I learned it is, it's not just sounds that are around you, but sounds that are above, below. It's a wild experience when you hear this. But the Sony Platinum headset is currently the only headset that is compatible for the 3D audio experience and the virtual surround sound, like I said. So for those reasons, I made the jump, and for the reason I want to share with you guys the straight comparison for price between the two. That's why I wanted to purchase these and then show them to you guys and share with you my thoughts on them. Another thing that's really cool too, and I haven't dove into it yet, is when you plug in the HyperX Alpha into your controller, the sound is the sound is the sound. You cannot, there's no preset, there's no mobile application for you to change the preset on the headset. So you can't adjust any like equalizer settings so that you can get a more like more bass sound or more treble or more, it doesn't need more mids, trust me, it's got plenty of mid. But you know, to make it how you desire it for any gaming application. And what's really cool about the Sony Platinums is that there's actually what's called a headset companion app, so that if you're not crazy about how the native sound is that comes out of the box, with like a certain game title, and you just want a little more like treble or a little more bass or something in the middle, they actually have that headset companion app that's like built into the PlayStation so that you can adjust it on the fly and dial in just the sound you want so that you can just make it sound that much sweeter. Another reason I was really curious in getting these and showing you guys a comparison is because there's no mic. There's no mic, there's no boom mic at all. But there is a mic that's built into it. So what I like about that is as soon as you put them on, you can talk to people through your mic. So the mic is actually down on the ear cup here, and it's built right into the ear so that you don't have this boom that's like sticking out that you have to always make sure that it's like an inch away from your mouth so that you can make sure your friends hear you online. So you don't have to worry about it, which is really cool. And it's all built in, so you don't have to worry about flipping it up when you're done using it. And that convenience seems so worth it to me. And I think like a good word for these headsets for the Sony Platinum is convenience with like a capital C, because they're not only just wireless, they don't just have a built-in mic without the boom, all that you have to worry about unplugging it if you don't want it in your face anymore. But one more thing that it has that's a full convenience is, so I also created a previous video on how to adjust your audio settings to adjust your party chat if you're on PlayStation 4 party chat, and then also while you're gaming, how you can adjust that balance between the party chat volume and the gaming audio volume. What's cool about the Sony Platinum headset is as soon as you put them on your head and you turn them on, it actually eliminates all of the audio settings. So I'll actually show you. So it actually, oh, I want to mention this too, but it actually eliminates the audio setting that, so usually if you had a third-party headset on, like the HyperX Alpha, you would have to come in here and kind of do a manual control of like not just the volume on the digital part of the PlayStation itself, but also the inline volume, and then that's kind of how you strike a perfect balance in audio that way, which is fine. It's just extra steps to do so. But on this, you can actually do it all on the ear cup here. There's actually buttons that allow you to balance that audio between your party chat and your game audio so that you can strike that perfect audio balance so that you can hear your friends and the game perfectly at the same time, which is just, that's purely incredible for this headset, and at its current price point too on sale. I don't know, guys, like this is a really tough one. And in terms of how they sound, I can't say that one sounds more better than the other in terms of like, you know, the mids and the bass and the treble. They're both very quality premium sounding headphones, and that just ultimately comes down to your preference. But the virtual surround sound and 3D audio capabilities that are added to this Sony Platinum headset is just that extra boost that to me makes it seem more worth it to give these a shot before the HyperX Alphas. And on top of that, like I said, convenience is the prime reason that you get these headphones. Everything is wireless, so now you're not plugging it into the controller. You're not having to charge your controller nearly as often. So because it's not drawing battery from the controller, so everything is wireless. And I don't know if you guys saw earlier up in the top corner, it said, I'll try and do it for you again. So when you turn them on, so it actually tells you not just the battery life of your Sony DualShock 4 controller, but also your Sony Platinum headset. So it's really cool the way that they designed this Sony ecosystem. So, you know, when you got this plugged in wirelessly, or when you got connected wirelessly to the console, when you got this connected wirelessly, nothing interferes with each other, and it just creates such a seamless gaming experience for the PlayStation. And like I said, convenience is one of the coolest things about owning the Sony Platinum headset. That's it for this video. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description below for both the HyperX Alpha and the Sony Platinum headset so that you can check out both. If you liked this video and you found it helpful, please be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can always stay up to date on my latest videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.